name is McCharles, Addie. I've been attending Winners now for about 9 years. Back in 2004, I was diagnosed with a form of cancer called multiple myeloma. Let me tell you what multiple myeloma is. It's a form of cancer that attacks the bone marrow, which affects your skeleton, and it causes multiple fractures and compressions. And at that point in 2004, that was 11 years ago when I was diagnosed, scientists says that I only had like 3 to 5 years tops to live. Whose report was I going to believe? Was I going to believe the report of the Lord, or was I going to listen to man's report? That was 11 years ago when I was diagnosed, and look at me today. One thing I know about attending Winners Church, Pastor always says, the people you run with are the people that you become. I chose people of faith. Their prayers, their support, and their love helped pull me through my circumstance. It helped me to know that even in my times when the enemy would come in like a flood and he wanted to cause me to fear, and you know that God does not give us a spirit of fear, he gives us a spirit of sound mind. And he wanted me to believe that I might die early, but Deuteronomy 30:19 states that life and death, curses and blessings are in our tongue. And I believe that what we speak over our life is what we become. I can hear Pastor Whitney saying Moses had to keep going back and keep going back and keep going back.
But notice this. Moses went one time, it didn't happen. He had to go back again. Hey, let my people go. Didn't happen. He had to go back. I just want to know, can you still proclaim healing when you don't see it the first time?
My process was an 11-year process. And yes, the enemy came in, he wanted to make me give up. But I didn't give up. I kept going back and standing on God's promises and standing on his word. And I hear that continually as Pastor speaks it over my life during services. So you have to keep going back and keep going back and keep standing on his word no matter what it is. I kept speaking it over my life, speaking healing, speaking blessings, speaking promises, regardless of the report that I was receiving. And look at me today. There will come a time, yes, God's gonna break it, but it's in his timing. And I wouldn't change a thing, because during this process, I've met some wonderful people. I've been able to minister to people, encourage them in their process. And this would not have happened had it not been for this 11-year process. So keep standing on God's promises. Keep hearing Pastor when circumstances seem to get bad. Remember Pastor Whitney's word. Keep going back, just as Moses did. Keep going back. And don't matter about what your situation is. Don't worry about whether or not you have a fault. Just ask God for forgiveness. Keep repenting. Keep going. Keep standing on the promises. And you can one day succeed. And God will get the glory, and you'll get the blessing.